In this video, we will look at the situation in Syria as of December 7th, 2024. Before we do that, I'd like to welcome you to my channel and ask that you consider subscribing if you have any interest in news, politics, and history. And don't forget to hit the like button as well. Today, there's a lot to talk about. Let's start with the big picture. We see fighting just about everywhere. Let's go through the map clockwise. And let's start with the west. We are, of course, talking about Homs. Homs is a city that has an estimated population of about 750,000 people and was nicknamed the capital of the Syrian Revolution. When we look at the map, we see that the rebels have reached the northern outskirts of that city. We also see that Russia and Assad are bombing this specific area with both artillery and planes. So it says, bombing on the northern countryside of Homs, Russian and Assad's planes and artillery do not stop bombing for a moment. So we do see the Assad regime forces fighting back, at least in this form. This will slow down the rebels to one degree or another. We also have information that the rebels are using Shaheen drones on military targets in Homs city. Let's have a look at that video that's circulating on the internet.
الشباب الله حي الشباب الله حي الشباب خلص حي الابطال اقسم بالله الله حي الابطال يوسف لما روح.
There have been reports that some of these drones are being taken out by government's missiles. The Syrian government, more specifically the Syrian Ministry of Defense, has made the statement to al-Assad, which I believe is a Saudi news outlet, that there will be no withdrawal from the city of Homs or its countryside. If that turns out to be true, we are headed towards a battle over that city that could take much longer than Aleppo or Hama. Let me know in the comments what you think. Now on to the south. A new uprising is emerging in Dara province and the surrounding areas. The rebels are claiming that they have taken a major military base there. The rebels have also announced that their destination is Damascus. Guys, listen, the rebels have just formed a group called the Southern Operations Room. I know it's a bit of a strange name, but pay attention to that name in the coming weeks. It's probably a name you will continue to hear. Based on a lot of the reports I looked at, it seems that the Syrian government forces are actually fighting back in some of these areas. But in many areas, the government forces are also retreating. Also, there are reports that Assad is shelling the Dara province as well. But overall, the Southern Operation Room is capturing a lot of territory and securing a lot of checkpoints. Here's a question I'd like a comment on. Do you think the Southern Operation Room reaches Damascus before the HTS? Let me know in the comments. Let's move on to the southeast. This is where the United States has the al-Tanf military base, and this is the area that is controlled by the Free Syrian Army. This US base has a few hundred US soldiers. Back in 2017, there were reports that the US was training Syrian rebels at this base, and that continued. Those reports continued. The base was repeatedly defended from attacks by ISIS and various other groups. In January of this year, 3 US soldiers were killed at this base and 30 were injured as a result of a suicide drone. Iran-backed militia took responsibility for the attack. So the al-Tanf base has a few hundred Syrian rebels as well. And what we did not see in the past was an attempt by these rebels to expand their control. That is, until now, because reports are showing that these Tanf rebels are fighting the government forces for control over Palmyra. In the east, the pro-Assad forces withdrew from Deir ez-Zor and handed over the city to SDF. In the north, Turkish-backed rebels are announcing that they will launch an operation to expel Kurds from the city of Manbij. So that's the update for December 7th. Once again, I ask that you subscribe to my channel for more updates like this. And don't forget to hit the like button. And I will see you in the next video.